Hey guys, today I am bringing you my January, except it's not January, it's July, but I'm bringing you my June wrap-up today. Holy crap, that was a little bit of a mix-up there. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, today I am bringing you my June wrap-up. I'm going to be sharing with you the books that I read in the month of June. I only technically read 2 books this past month, but I also read 2 mangas, so I'm going to be talking about those as well today. But without further ado, let's get started. The first book I read this month was Ask Me How I Got Here by Christine Heppermann. And I received this for review unsolicited by Harper Teen, and so I thought that I would give this a go, especially because I knew it was written in verse. So I figured it'd be a nice, easy breezy read, and that it was. Essentially, this is the story of a girl who becomes pregnant and doesn't want to keep the baby. So yes, it is a little bit on the darker side of things, and unfortunately, I didn't end up enjoying this book as much as I had hoped to. I actually think that one of its downfalls was the fact that it was written in verse, and I think it might have succeeded had it been written in prose. All the characters just felt so one-dimensional. You didn't really get to know them, you didn't get to go deep into who they were, and there were also just so many elements that I just despised within this book. For example, the cheating that takes place within this book, I was not a fan of that at all. Another thing that I didn't like about this book was how open-ended it was. Now, I don't normally mind when books are open-ended, but this one just felt so unnecessarily open-ended. There were so many things that didn't get resolved within this book, and it just made this book feel incomplete. So unfortunately, I did not enjoy this book, but that doesn't mean that you guys won't enjoy this, so I can't necessarily recommend this book, but if it sounds interesting to you, then maybe check it out. Then I completed the manga series Orange, which consists of Orange the Complete Collection 1 and Orange the Complete Collection 2. And man, oh man, I loved this manga series. In this story, we follow a girl who has received a letter from her future self, warning her past self of a tragedy that's going to take place in her life. It outlines how her days are going to go, and things that she can do to prevent this tragedy from taking place. Essentially, this story has a focus on the power of friendship, and I am here for it. It honestly gave me so many feelings. This is the first manga that has ever made me teary-eyed, and that's saying something. I have a full video review on this series, so if you want to know all my thoughts, I will leave a link to that down below. But there are just so many great characters within this story, and I really enjoyed following this girl's journey and the way that she goes about trying to avoid this tragedy that's going to take place. It's just great, guys. It's just so great. I would recommend this manga if you've been wanting to start manga but you just don't know where to start. This is a nice and short series. It's collected in these 2 volumes, so it's not a series that you have to commit too much time to or money to, and that's really nice, but overall I highly recommend checking out this manga series. And finally, the last book that I read this month was The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. This is the 3rd book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and it was pretty dang awesome. I'm definitely starting to see why people love this series so much. I loved all the character additions that we get within this story. I won't say who they are because I don't know how spoilery that is, but I just loved every new character that we got within this book. Well, there was like 1 or 2 that I was a little bit iffy about, but everybody else I just loved. I'd say that so far in this series, this book has the biggest emotional punch to it. So many unexpected things took place in this book, and it really messed with me, especially because I didn't see it coming at all. The one problem that I did have with this book is that it took me some time to really get invested in the story. With the first 2 books, right off the bat, I was immersing myself in the world and loving it. I'm loving it. But with this book, it just took more time to really get invested and interested in the story. And once I got over that little bump in the road, I started to enjoy it so much more. I've just been having so much fun following Percy and his crazy adventure, and I can't wait to continue on with this series. So those are all the things that I read in the month of June. You guys should let me know down below all the books that you read in the month of June, or let me know down below if you have read any of the books that I mentioned in today's video and what you thought of them, because I'd love to know. Also, if you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew.